Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this live stream of the semi-finals of the Airthings Masters Champions Chess Tour 2023. On your screen, you can see Arjun Erigaisi and Wesley So. It's going to be an epic clash between the two of them, and we already have the game that has started. So, a warm welcome to everyone here. It's a best of two clash, and we'll witness who is the one who comes out on top. For now, Arjun has brought back his knight on d7, and Wesley plays queen e2. Wesley is slightly better here. If you see, he's got very nice center. Arjun has doubled pawns here. But on the other hand, what could happen is that Arjun can undouble them with e takes d4. And by the way, guys, this is how the entire tournament has been. If you look at it, Carlsen beating Arjun first, then Wesley So beating Nakamura beating Wesley So, then Carlsen Nakamura, from which Carlsen ends up in grand finals. Arjun then beats Gukesh, Wesley So beats Sarana. They both play today. The winner plays Nakamura, and the winner then goes and plays Magnus Carlsen. So that's how it's going to be. And few moves have been played. Arjun takes knight takes d4, a very good move, very important to take with the knight, because if you take here with the pawn, then queen takes a6 was hanging. So that's the reason why he first takes with the knight, knight takes, pawn takes, and now the question is, should you take on d4 or should you take on a6? Wesley decides to take on d4. He does not want to take the a6 pawn, and Arjun now plonks his knight on c5, defending a6, defending e6 that was attacked, and everything looks pretty safe. What would you play here as Wesley? By the way, guys, in the chat, I hope that you can hear me well and everything is good. So yeah, my health is pretty good. All is well. The game started off, by the way, as a Rui Lopez with anti-martial a4, not the normal c3 line. a4, b4, a5, d6, and this has all been seen before. Takes knight d7. We can check on our chessbase 17 and mega database if this has happened before or not. Let's have a look here. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop a4, knight f6, castles, b5, bishop b3, bishop e7, a4, b4. We already have. Sorry, maybe rook e1. I missed the move. Sorry, rook e1, d6, a4. Correct. Now we have 542 games here, and after a4, b4, a5, I think I made some mistake. Castles, bishop e7. Okay, maybe we'll have a look at this later. Let's quickly go to the game because I think there's a lot of action happening after. Okay, knight c5. He hasn't played his move yet. By the way, just so that you know, that today if Arjun beats Wesley, he will play Hikaru Nakamura. How many of you think that Arjun will be able to beat Nakamura? Sorry, Wesley first of all, and then Hikaru as well. It will be a huge day because then Arjun beats two of the best players in the world. and then he goes on to actually play against Magnus tomorrow. It'll be huge. Mahesh Kota says, ooh, he thinks Arjun can beat. It's not going to be easy, guys. Not at all easy. These are two of the best players in the world, and Wesley comes in, attacks the pawn on e6. Now, I really want to play the move bishop f6. Okay. But I'm a bit worried about the move e5. But as it turns out, I can take, rook takes, and now the problem is after DE, the knight is hanging, but actually your knight is also hanging. Nikipedia says it's really tough, but Arjun is never give up type person. That's true. Abhishek Gupta says I'm vouching for that, but it's too difficult. Kunal says he's capable of beating Wesley. Let's see today what happens. So queen c4, he does go bishop f6, which is the right move. Bishop e3 on the board. And now Arjun finds another accurate move. Bishop takes d4. Arjun is really playing very well. Queen takes. I believe he didn't take here. Bishop takes because of this very nice move, queen b5. That was there for Arjun. And after takes, he would have taken with the rook, and black is doing very well. So that's the reason why he takes with the queen. And now Wesley might be ever so slightly better, because this knight is not very stably placed. Let's say, for example, if you play e5, all of a sudden there is a check or check here, and then this knight can be taken. So not e5. Arjun has to find something else here, and he is thinking for his move. You can see Arjun has 12 minutes on the clock while Wesley has 10 minutes. Bhavya says beating So, Hikaru and Magnus in a row would be no less than a miracle. Yeah, if Arjun does that, it will be the best ever tournament of his life. You know, that's for sure. And that too in match format. Yeah, all three of them. Beating one game may be possible, but all of them in matches. And remember, it's best of 2, not best of 4 today. So it's not going to be easy. He goes rook to b5. Okay, interesting move. And by the way, you know, sometimes in these matches, you don't even have to win a game. Because let's say with black you draw, with white you draw, then you bid low time, and then you get black, and then you draw the game. It's good enough. You've qualified. Sanjay More says Arjun will win. Array, very nice. A1, B2, C3 says why not B3? That's a very interesting idea. Because if he takes, then you want to take with the knight and give a fork here. That is very good thinking, but most likely he would go C3 or C4, and then this pawn is not doing much there. So Wesley actually heard you. A1, B2, C3. He plays B3, and he's like, okay, now I don't want this, but it feels like Arjun is slowly taking over now. Let's just think about what Arjun can do with his queen. Where will his queen be best placed, guys? Can you tell me? Where will his queen be best placed? What is the square on which Arjun's queen will be best positioned according to you? Yes, absolutely correct. All those who are mentioning queen to g6, you guys are dead right. The queen will be beautifully positioned here. Oh, he goes e5. I think he could have played queen g6, which was also a nice move, putting pressure here. But he decided to go e5. And now what Wesley can do is he can give a check. Check here. Maybe queen to f7. The play could go this way. Queen f7. And let's say take. And maybe it's around equal. Bhayu says, first time watching your stream, sir. Big fan. Okay. Very difficult to be a big fan with if you're watching it for the first time. Queen f7 played. Super Singh says we will see Arjun versus Hikaru Armageddon. But first Arjun has to beat Wesley. Aditya Sharma says, imagine being in losing bracket without losing a game. That's Wesley So for you. One of the most solid players in the world of chess. Rookie D1. Again, a nice move by Wesley. In fact, this move is very, very interesting. I don't know what Wesley wants to do. Actually, think about it. If you take the queen, Wesley wants to take back, hit the rook, rook goes back, and then he wants to take here, pawn takes, and put his rook on d7. Wow, that is his deep idea. So what Arjun should think about is maybe go rook d8. And his point is, imagine that now if you play f3, I will take here, go back, and if you take here, I will take back, and now the rook cannot come here. So it's a very tough move for Arjun to find rook d8. But I think if he does that, it's an important move. It's a very prophylactic move. Because imagine if Arjun goes back right now, let's say rook b8, then already he is facing some trouble, like takes, let's say rook takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and then rook to d5, attacking here and here. So that doesn't work, and then the rook is coming in. That's not good. So very tough moment for Arjun. He must take his time here. He has 9 minutes 20 seconds. He shouldn't rush, because this will actually determine whether he will be able to come out of this game without trouble or not. No. I think Arjun will think about this, takes, and realize you can't take. That's for sure. But then he must come up with a move, because imagine if he makes a waiting move like this. Then Wesley's idea is very strong. Can you find it? White to play. What is Wesley's idea here? Can you guys spot it? Let's go. Let's also use chat chess moves here. Arey Ujjwal, congratulations for reaching 1200 elo. Keep going, 1500 next. Yes, very good guys. Amazing. This is what I'm looking for, some high level of chess from you guys. Aditya, Deven, Saumya, True Animation, Vaibhav, Sonava, Sarthak, Darshan, Bro, Hitesh. You put your rook on d5 and you create so much pressure here. So it's not at all easy to actually play it this way, and not at all simple for Arjun. So let's imagine if Arjun, who's not yet played his move, goes here rook d8, and then if Wesley plays rook to d5, what is the move that Arjun has prepared because of rook d8? Can you tell me? Oh, Arjun goes for something totally different. He doesn't go here. And the move is Deven Tiwari. Yes, Ranjit, you are right. C6 is the move, because now he's defended his d6 pawn. So that was very high level of prophylaxis. But instead, Arjun plays rook a8. And I'm a bit surprised with rook a8. And I'm thinking to myself, what does Arjun have in mind if I go rook d5? Oh my god. Arjun is so devilishly tricky. Oh my goodness. The idea here, guys, can you find it? What is the move that Arjun has prepared? Can't believe it that he's actually come up with something so amazing. Yes, exactly. Oh my god, so many of you are able to spot it. Guys, do you see it? Palani, Ankit, Deven, Raghav, Kunal, Sanjay, Ranjit, Vaibhav, Ashish, Vilas. The idea is to take here. And the point is that after you take here, I will first take your queen. Very important. Because look, by the way, you can't take this here because I'll take your rook. So the point of playing rook a8 now becomes clear that after bc, ab, and if cb, he wants to play knight c3. And now this is hanging and you can't play easily b6 because after cb, ab, the rook is hanging. Wow! So deep. And after bishop takes, he can actually go rook a6 and black is doing fine here. Unbelievable. Arjun Erigaisi finds some very deep ideas and Wesley does not fall for it. He plays f3, which is actually the best move. That's why Wesley is so good. And now knight to b7 played by Arjun, which is not particularly great. Wesley once again finds an excellent move, rook d5. So Wesley So turning on the heat here on Arjun Erigaisi. And this is looking very, very dangerous. You can see how Wesley is totally focused there. Has 6 minutes on the clock. c5 played by Arjun. But as you can see, his knight is now tied up to the defense of the d6 pawn. Queen d3 played. Maybe there was some other opportunities here because chess is so rich. Like for example, f4, ef, and now maybe bishop takes f4. And the point is you can't take the bishop because notice there is a disco waiting for you. So if you take the bishop, I'll go rook f5 check and I will win your queen. So that's the reason why f4 would have been nice, but Wesley goes for the solid queen d3. But maybe it helps black to solidify his position a bit more. While these pieces do look a bit passive, I agree. It's defending d6, rook on b5. But you must remember that the a5 pawn is a weakness. And Arjun is attacking that pawn. Raymond Villares says it's my birthday. Oh, Raymond, wish you a very happy birthday. Wesley So now goes, okay, firstly Arjun plays rook e8 and now what does Wesley do? Actually, for Wesley to make progress is also not so simple because if you see his knight is on a light square defending this, the knight cannot be attacked by this bishop ever. The rook defends the knight. So it's not so trivial. And it feels like Arjun has been able to build up some kind of a fortress. Arav Shah says, is c4 a good move? Arav, it's a very interesting move. Because you've trapped the rook and now there's only one move that's possible. Guys, what is that move? Sanjay says, why not take a5? Sanjay, if you take this pawn, your d6 pawn will fall. So that's the reason why you are still waiting. Yes, en passant is the only move. And then queen takes c3. And we have to assess what this position is like. But I think what Wesley will do eventually is he'll go bishop d2, bring the queen up, and then break with c4. And so b4. And so he will be able to create another front. Meanwhile, Arjun has to figure out where is his play coming from. Guys, let's focus on the game. We'll talk about chess improvement in a bit. But what do you think? Will Wesley So be able to break through? He goes h3. I really like how Wesley So is just playing very cool and calm chess, not hurrying up, not rushing at all. And there you can see both the players extremely focused, extremely concentrated. h6 by Arjun. Arjun is like, okay, I'll also wait. The problem for Arjun is that he doesn't have any breakthroughs, but Wesley has f4 and also c4. These two breaks. Kimaya, member for 16 months, backer of Indian chess. Thank you. He goes queen to d2. Wesley's time is low. Yes, 3 minutes 28 seconds. That should give Arjun good chances to hold this. How about we go rook e6? I really like this move because rook e6 and then g5 could be an idea. Yeah, Subhaya Goli, you are right. Maybe rook e6 to g6 is also possible. But you know what I was thinking? Like you can go g5, then rook g6, and maybe slowly push the pawns down there. That could be an idea. Meanwhile, White's rook is also tied up to the defense of this pawn. Like he cannot plan rook f1 and f4 easily because the a5 pawn will fall. So for now, Arjun Erigaisi has managed to create some kind of a fortress, but I don't know if Wesley So might be able to break through at some point. Queen f6 played by by Arjun. I'm expecting c3 or c4 very soon. No, look at this. They are mirroring each other. Queen here. So first he played h pawn. Arjun played h pawn. Then he moved the queen one square. He moved the queen one square. He played the king. He played the king. So it's like a shadow fight here. No one wants to reveal their cards. Queen d3. Now some ideas here, like for example f4 takes e5, suddenly check could come in. Have to be careful. Nucleophile says it will be a draw, I think. Kimaya says that time Arjun is saving his time. Yeah, Arjun is very practical in that sense. He says that, you know, I don't want to waste my time trying to figure out something here when there is nothing. Also, he's realized that he can't take here easily. Again, a queen move met by queen move. Queen d2. Oh, are they going to agree to a draw? Queen f6? I don't think Wesley will agree to a draw because Wesley has c3. He can try. You know, Arjun doesn't have any breakthrough. So let's say, oh, Arjun goes rook e6. Arjun is like, I don't need a draw. Maybe Arjun starts getting ambitious all of a sudden. Huh? That's the thing about Arjun. You know, he's never really, he's never content with a draw or anything. But now, guys, look at this. Interesting point here. The rook and the queen both have defended the pawn, so the knight might be able to start moving here. It's not an unthinkable thing. Also, you could at some point try to trap this rook. Let's say your knight goes to d8, then to c6, then to e7. The rook is trapped. Yeah, Devin Tiwari, you are right. Knight d8, knight c6 could be an idea. Also, be a little careful, by the way, guys. If you go knight d8, queen takes b5. He takes on a5. Very interesting. We didn't realize. Oh, Arjun was like, I want to take this pawn, but you know, here's something bad has happened for white, which is he's lost a pawn, but bad has happened for black that now his knight is tied up. It can't move because a6 falls. You can't move your rook and queen because d6 is hanging. So actually it would have been more prudent, I think, for Arjun to play his knight here and then here rather than taking this pawn. But Arjun, as we all know, loves to capture pawns and loves to be, he's like a pawn grabber. But hey, can we do this? Knight c6. Oh, knight c6 we can't do because rook a6 attacks the rook. I was thinking if I could jump here with the knight, but that doesn't work. After take, my rook is hanging. So that is not good. Queen f6 by Arjun. The position is getting a bit nervous here. I don't know what's... Maybe Wesley So finds this idea, bishop d2, c3, and suddenly he gets to break through from somewhere. Arjun has still 3 minutes. Wesley has 2 minutes 35 seconds. Yeah, Preeti Agarwal, maybe g5 will be played soon by Arjun, but I think the real problem is bishop d2 and c. Oh, he goes bishop c1. What is he doing? Does he want to go bishop b2 or what? Why bishop c1? Does he want to play bishop b2 and then c3? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he played that. Oh, by the way, right now there is also Sam Sevian versus Praggnanandhaa that's going on, right? I will also keep an eye on that. Bishop e3 played, queen e7. Maybe Wesley So agrees to a draw here. Maybe Wesley feels there's no way to break through. Oh, not really. Wesley So says, sorry Arjun, it's not the time for a draw. I am breaking through with f4. Wow, what a move by Wesley So. He's opening up this front. Suddenly f5 is threatened. If you take here, bishop f4, this is hanging. If you try to win this pawn, bishop takes d6 is already very, very tricky, because now the bishop, rook, queen, everything gets activated. f4, I think it was a big mistake by Arjun to move his queen away from f6. That was a really huge error. And now, guys, it seems like Wesley So is going to break through. Wow. Maybe you are right. Bishop c1 was just a move to sort of put Arjun in a false sense of feeling that there was nothing happening, and then suddenly f4 break. Rook f6, bishop d6 is hanging. You can't play rook b6 to protect this. Your knight is hanging. You can go knight b7, but then a6 is hanging. That's how the position has become very tough. Wesley has 2 minutes still. Arjun has only 1 minute 26 seconds. You can literally feel that Arjun is not too happy with what has just transpired. He takes on e4, bishop d6 on the board. Wesley So knows that he's got this game in the bag, because bishop c7 is coming in. This is the key move here. Bishop c7 hitting the knight. When the knight moves, a6 is hanging. Also, guys, look at this move. c4. Wow, what a move. If the rook moves, your knight falls, and you can't take on Paso because boom. What a move. What a move c4 is. It's a very difficult move to make, because you know, when you play c4, there are two pawns like this, and you don't believe this is going to fall. So you take here and boom, it opens up. This is very unique. By the way, mistake by Wesley So he goes bishop g3. Maybe this allows Arjun to fight back with rook d4. If Arjun can find rook d4, because then take he's at least able to exchange off that very key rook. Can Arjun find it? Because otherwise, rook d8 check is a very dangerous idea, and then already this pin here could happen if the king goes up. c4 was very strong, yeah. Very, very strong move missed by Wesley. So even the top players can miss certain kinds of moves. It's never easy. Arjun has what? 28. Oh, finds rook d4. Good move by Arjun Erigaisi. That's a very strong move. But okay, still he has to be careful. He's down to just 28 seconds. Wesley has 1 minute 32 seconds. Wesley gives a check. Very important now to play king f7, because if you play rook d8, queen d8, and then the a5 knight is hanging. Notice here, your queen attacks king f7. He finds the move. Of course, Arjun's going to find it. Now he has to take. Otherwise, he has takes, queen takes, and has to bring the knight back into the game, attacking the queen. It's so difficult to play as black, because all your pieces are kind of hanging in the air, while white is very securely positioned with his king. But Arjun has to play knight c6. 9 seconds for Arjun. Arjun, let's go. You don't have much time. Oh, he goes knight c6, finds it, queen f4. Maybe, oh, he plays queen f6, but they misses queen c7 check, I guess. It was important maybe to just bring your king back or rook to f5. But he goes here, queen c4. Not a good move by Wesley, queen e6. And maybe now takes. Does he want to take on a6? Is he going to sell himself that easily? Because then the king comes up to d5 perhaps. It's not so easy. Let's say you take, rook takes a6, rook c5. This is under pressure. So not a great idea. He goes, Wesley So down to a minute. Arjun has 10 seconds. Goes queen f4, queen f... Oh, well, this was another chance. But now will Wesley find queen c7? Because queen c7 is just very strong. Knight e7, bishop d6, pinning here, pinning here. It's a very tough move. Only 43 seconds for Wesley. He's not able to find that win. You can see him. He's getting a bit tense there, a bit nervous. Arjun. Oh, he takes. Arjun takes with the pawn because taking with the king was also possible. He takes the pawn. Now rook c5. Very important move. I believe Arjun can find rook c5. It's kind of the only move putting pressure here, defending your knight. Arjun has 7 seconds. He's taking his time. He's making sure. What did he play? Rook c5 played. Rook a2, f5. This is a tough endgame to hold, guys, because Arjun is a pawn down and Wesley has the bishop. So Wesley should be able to convert this, but it's not going to be easy. Rook c3. Arjun is a very tricky player. Now rook c5 back. Also, you see the c2 pawn is a weakness. Oh, he goes rook e3. And he activates it here. Bishop takes h6. Isn't that a pawn falling there? But maybe Arjun wants to go knight d4, attacking this pawn. Arjun always looking for counterplay, counter attack. That's his strategy. He goes knight d4. Also look out for some knight f3 checks in the air. Is this still... Maybe if you play rook a4, there is knight c2. If you give it... He goes king g3. Okay, knight takes c2 now. What else? You don't want to exchange rooks. If you exchange rooks, your knight is kind of tied down. He goes king g6. But now rook a6 check. No, he goes bishop f4. Rook takes c2. Whoa, that's a very bold decision by Arjun. Maybe what Arjun has realized that after bishop d2, knight d4, you take this. Oh, look at Wesley's move. He's somehow dominated the knight from going to a1 or d4 to attack the b3 pawn. Knight e3, check, king f3, knight d5. This is not going to be easy, guys. This is, I believe, lost. Because now the knight cannot attack the pawn easily. This is a pawn on a dark square. The king is active. There is an outside passer. I mean, if Arjun saves this, I will be very surprised. Very surprised. Because Wesley So is going to show some brilliant technique. Oh, by the way, knight c6, knight a5. We use a check. Knight c3. Could we not go knight c6 here? Trying for knight a5. He would have gone bishop b6. That is what would have happened. But okay, let's go to the game. Bishop d4. Knight e7, check, king e5, knight c3, knight e2, knight c1. Oh, he's managed to take the pawn. He's managed it. And now 2 versus 1. This might be some drawing chances. Is the knight going to get trapped? Look at the knight. It can't run from here, here. Oh my god. Is the knight trapped? Not fully. Not fully, because the moment the king tries to come here, the knight will wriggle out from there. The knight is... Oh, he goes king g6, king c4. King c3, knight c1. You have to run king d2, come back. Is the knight going to escape? My god, what a game. Knight c1 maybe. No, stay here. Somehow king c4 is winning. I don't know why. Oh yes, this check. Oh, king g5 is a blunder. Arjun has blundered there. If he finds king c4. Oh, 4. Oh. Arjun blunders. That was a big blunder. And now this is a right colored pawn, so that's also in Wesley's favor. He didn't have to place king to g5. Every time he brought his king there, that was the problem. Oh, is there some hope? He had to go g4 perhaps, but he goes gf. Knight c1, king d4, knight e2. Check. No, not really, because winning this pawn is not a draw. This is lost. This is lost. The moment, that there was a key moment there in the game. Now I don't think there's any chance left. You can still hope if the knight can set up a fortress, but I don't think it's possible. Wesley is going to put the knight in zugzwang. He'll bring his bishop to g5, push the pawn through. But look at Arjun's expression. He's not changed it even one bit. He's like, okay, calm. We'll see what happens. Very tough game. Very tough game. He was very close actually. Arjun was very close to a draw, but Wesley So played so well. He managed to keep up the pressure. And what Arjun actually missed was a very simple tactic actually. And that's what happens generally when you play chess in time pressure. You miss a tactic, which is, I'll just show you after the game is over. For now, Arjun's knight trying to hang on, cling on unsuccessfully. And Wesley, why is Wesley doing this? Is it like too tough to win this, or what is it? There you can see the first expression from Arjun. Also, Wesley is tired, and I think, yeah, maybe the game is about to end here. H6, King F7. Aha. Oh, maybe the video is slightly behind the actual game. King here. And that's over. Because now he takes and it's not a stalemate. Yeah, well tried. No, video is ahead. The game is behind and now it's over. I think around 30 seconds behind. Whew. Two games. Great game. I think this was the point where Arjun got a chance. Like here, where his knight came in, he took. And I think what he was missing basically was the fact that he didn't have to play his king here. Imagine if Arjun played king g6. I don't think Wesley could have won, because king c4, knight c1, the knight escapes. But because his king was on g5, every time he played knight c1, there was bishop d2 check, just chopping off the knight. And that was the key moment, I think, that was missed. And then somehow even Wesley couldn't find the move king c4, but Arjun gave him another opportunity, and this time Wesley found it, and that was all. But yeah, maybe this move, I don't know. King f5, was there an opportunity? Perhaps there was, I'm not sure. King e3. Yeah, let me update the scorecard here. Now a must-win game for Arjun, which will start very soon. He has to win this game. While Wesley So needs a draw, and against Wesley, winning on demand might be even more tough than beating Magnus, I feel. Because he's such a strong player. Just follow Arjun's ID and follow the game, says Avinash KR. Oh, that's a good idea. What is his ID? Is it Arjun? Does anyone know what is Arjun's chess.com ID? Maybe that way I can, follow him. Gandhivam 2003. Okay. Let's see if we can. Follow. Gandivam 2003. Unable to watch him, they say. Is it GH or is it GA? GH, okay. Okay, awesome. Maybe then I might be able to uh, have a better speed. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, well, for now, it seems like Wesley So is in the driver's seat. Will Arjun Erigaisi manage to strike back? We'll wait and watch. Yes, hybrid nugget. In the end, it was Armageddon between Nakamura and Wesley. So Nakamura had black pieces and a draw was enough, and that's why even though he made 5 draws, he could beat Wesley. And I think the same happened with Magnus and Hikaru as well. Arjun is in a must-win situation, and Wesley So is back on the board here, back on the screen, while Arjun is coming up. You know, earlier there was this video game company called EA Sports. It used to come like that, EA Sports. And somehow when I look at Arjun's name AE, it reminds me of that. Shreyas says, could you explain to me the format? Well, Shreyas, look at this. I think this will explain it to you. From the top, you see is the winners final between Carlsen Nakamura, and Carlsen won and went into the grand final. And from below, from losers bracket, you will see Arjun and Wesley So playing right now. Whoever wins plays Nakamura, and then Nakamura versus whoever wins there goes and meets Magnus. So it could be either Arjun, Wesley, or Nakamura. Oh, and there we have Arjun Erigaisi back. I don't know. I think Arjun will most likely go for D4. I think playing E4 might be a bit too risky against Wesley, who is very well prepped up. I think the games have started. I don't know if the game has started. Let me just check. Yeah, it has begun. It has begun. One second. Let me just pull it up. I think I've managed to. Okay, the game has started here, guys. Let's go. So e4, e5. Oh, he goes e4. Knight f3, knight c6. Plays the Italian. Bishop c5, c3. Knight f6, d3. d6. Bishop g5. h6. He goes bishop to h4. a5. Castles. Castles. Rook e1. And Wesley goes g5. Arjun provoking Wesley into at least some weakening. But let's see if Arjun manages to win this, because beating Wesley in a must-win game is never easy. Knight h7 played and Arjun goes d4. I guess this is Arjun's prep. h5, because from the time you can actually make out, this is what Arjun is so good at, you know. He's come very well prepared for the game. Queen to f6. King's Gambit is too risky, correct? I remember that Arjun once had a very nice position in this line against Magnus as well. So, guys, I'm here. Sorry. You all are like, I'm stuck or I'm lost. No, I was just trying to see if I could get some other video as well. But okay, few moves have been played. DE was taken by Arjun. DE, Bishop B5. Again, playing it very quickly. G4, HG, HG, Knight H2. Arjun attacks the G4 pawn. Queen G5. Bishop takes C6, B takes C6, and Knight C4. Is this all Arjun's preparation? I can't believe it if it is. I would go crazy if it was his preparation. Let's try and see if we can check on our chess base board if this is his preparation or not. Goes rook d8. I'm just trying to check how much of this is his preparation. Okay, so here, let's just check it out here. E4, E5, E4, E5, this is all well known. We have 21,000 games, then now 740 games, A5, 40 games only. Castles, Erigaisi versus Carlsen. Look, Erigaisi has played this with Le Quang Liem. G5, Bishop G3, 61 games, Bishop A7, Knight D2. This, they are following the game Arjun versus Le Quang Liem. H5, H3, Queen f6, and now it's Anand Rajabov. And Anand had played DE. And perhaps this is the new idea, that bishop b5 that Arjun has. Okay, got it. So now after knight c4, rook d8, he's attacking the queen. The queen has to move. The queen goes to a4. Knight f6 by Wesley. You can see how Wesley So is just so solid here. And Arjun chops the pawn. Arjun says, I'm winning a pawn here. I'm actually a bit tensed and stressed out here because now he's attacking the rook. Bishop e6 is the only good move, but I think it's the only move, right? You don't play bishop d7 and give up this c7 pawn. But you can see Wesley is focusing hard. Let's think, if you go here and you take here, would you be tempted to play this position? Because something like rook c8, no, but there is queen e5, so the queen is hanging and the knight is protected. So you won't be tempted, I feel. And you would go bishop e6. And then if you play knight e3, then there's no knight e4, the queen defends. Okay. Maybe knight h5, attacking here. Then you play knight hf1. And the position does remain complicated because after take, white is a pawn up. And black's position is not so simple. But black does have the bishop pair and a lot of compensation here. So not so simple, not so easy. No, this is not preparation. Now Arjun and Wesley both playing on their own. But if you look here at the focus on their face, is just amazing. And Wesley So is actually taking his time. 9 minutes 26 seconds. Arjun has 14 minutes here. Will Wesley find bishop e6? Because I think that's a very critical move. Also, notice that after bishop e6, if you go and snatch this pawn on e5, Zohan, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess. The main point here that black has up his sleeve, very important point. You need to find the move. And this you will realize is a very recurring theme in such positions. Can you find it? What is the move here that black has? Arjun is looking confident and he has put Wesley under pressure. That's something. No, not knight e4, because knight e4 I can take queen e4. No, here is an important move. Not bishop f2, because king f2 I think just is fine. Yes, Arav Shah, you're right. Knight h5. Adi, you are right. You bring your knight here, you hit this, and this bishop protects this, and somehow you are losing a pawn because this is hanging. So that is the trick for which Wesley So has brought his knight here. But he can't do it instantly, because if he does that, he loses this rook here, which is undefended. So it's very clear for Wesley right now, he needs to move this bishop. But he has two possibilities, I would say. Here and here. I believe he's also thinking about this possibility, because now after queen a6, you all know what the move is, guys. Can you tell me what's the move? I need at least 100 people answering this, guys. Let's go. What is black's winning move here? Absolutely right. And you guys are on fire. We have so many people replying bishop takes f2. Kimaya, Kirtika, Shaibi, Palani, Shriya, Geeta, Kunal, Anil, Raghav and Fyro boy. Fantastic. We have 100 people there. Bishop f2 and you lose the queen. So that's why you cannot play that. So bishop a6 you can't take, but now I can take on e5. And remember what I had mentioned about knight h5 being working out here. In this particular case it doesn't work because after queen takes c7, knight takes g3, there is queen f7. And do you notice that actually this bishop, if it was on e6, it would have protected this. And by the way guys, do you think Wesley found the move? Of course he did. That's why he's Wesley So, and that's why it's so difficult to beat him. Fantastic move, bishop e6. And he managed to actually see through all the complications and realize that defending this pawn, attacking this knight is important, and he found it. And Arjun plays his knight to e3. Okay. Arjun is telling Wesley, look, Wesley, I have won a pawn. Okay. I'm happy. I know you have the bishop pair, but your king is a bit exposed. And you have to play moves like knight h5. I will go knight f1. You can take, and you have to play a position like this. And we'll have to see who's better. But it's a mess. It's a mess here because my knights can jump here. I'm a pawn up. Yes, your bishop is very strong, but my rook can come. Like it's a tricky position here. So he goes knight e3, knight h5. Wesley playing amazingly well. Wesley has low time. He's on 5 minutes. And Arjun is playing quickly, I think this is Arjun's strategy. Play fast, put Wesley under pressure. And I think for Wesley now, it's a question of, should he defend the c7 pawn here, which is being attacked? Should he go rook b8 to attack b2? Yeah, Tal's Deep Dark Forest. Prague game. What is Prague up to? Very quickly, if we have to check, because Praggnanandhaa is playing in the Division 3. Is it already the grand finals or is it just the finals? He lost against Sam Sevian, game 1, it seems. And no, wait. He won against. Oh, look at this. He won game 1 and then he lost game 2. So it's now we are into game 3, perhaps we are in the Armageddon there. We'll follow that as well. But first let's focus on Arjun. Wesley goes bishop b6. Maybe he shuts down his opportunities with rook b8 creating play. But there are other things to worry about. One of them is rook. Let's say if now Arjun plays, I don't even know what is Arjun's good move. Let's say he goes queen a4, trying to come here. Then after take, black has a very powerful idea, rook d2, attacking here and here. So I think what he needs to do is he needs to play rook a d1. But what I don't like after this is that after takes, knight takes g3. Oh, there is queen a8 hanging, sorry. So take, maybe you have to save your rook b8. and then maybe knight d5. So actually the position does remain complex. I'm not sure. And by the way, after bishop b6, Arjun rightly taking his time. Wesley So is such a tough opponent. You know, we saw it in the Global Chess Championship when he was facing Nihal Sarin. He was so good. He was so good. Koneru Humpy is playing well. Gayatri says, Sagar I bought chess base 17. Didn't get, please. Didn't get, what? You didn't get? Gayatri, please write to chessbaseindia@gmail.com. You should have gotten the serial key and setup file immediately. If there are any issues, we'll solve it. Humpy missed a mate in 19. That is just crazy. Did Humpy play the same line that Anish Giri played with Gukesh? Did that happen? Wankar says when he only wants a draw, even Carlsen cannot crack him. Yeah, I know Wesley is very solid, but I feel like Arjun has somehow got the position where anything can happen. Rook a d1, good move by Arjun. And now, okay, look at this variation. Knight g3, you must take with the knight. Now I play bishop e3. क्या नीचे इधर आओ ना, इधर बैठो, अरे कुछ भी नहीं, टेंशन नहीं. So did he take on g3? Yeah, rook a d1, he's taken on g3. And now Arjun must take, and I think this is the problem. Bishop e3, you take here, the rook is hanging, so you must take here, take here. And now if you take rook e3, there is rook d1 or rook d2 perhaps, rook d1. So you must take with the pawn, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Takes. This is a weak. I don't think Arjun has enough chances here. Let's see. Knight g3, bishop e3. Yeah, Wesley doing that. He's playing it. fe3. Rook d1. Oh! He played rook d1. Actually, Arjun should have taken rook d8 here. He plays fe3 and this allows Wesley to take here. And now he must go back queen d8. Guys, just a second. Oh, but there's a draw already. Look at this. King g7. Rook here. Check. If king h2, there is queen h6. If king g1, there is check. King f1, there is bishop c4 mate only. So it's a draw already, yeah. So I think Wesley is going to beat Arjun by just king g7. King g7 played, and now I think Arjun knows that it's a draw. And Wesley, you can say he's just shaking his head. Nihal, by the way, finished his tournament in Bundesliga. He won 2 games, lost one. Sorry, won one game, drew two, and gained some 3 low points. Knight h5 check. Queen takes, rook takes, and now a key move. That's a good point, by the way. Sujit Kumar, J. Karthikeyan, X Eclipse. Yeah, Ashman Gupta, you're right. G3. Attacking the queen, rook, and threatening a check here. I think Arjun has to accept the draw. Because, yeah, this was a nice try, but knight h5, queen h5, g3. Wesley has seen it. So, if we look at this, well, Arjun hasn't played his move yet, and we are going to see a draw here. 4 minutes left, and which means Arjun would be out from the tournament. It will be Wesley versus Hikaru. Should I stream Wesley versus Hikaru, guys? What do you think? Would you like to watch it? And then the finals tomorrow. Yes, Prague versus Sevian is also there. After this game I'll shift there. Yes, 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 yes. Everyone's yes. All those who are writing yes have to stay back, yeah. Then don't go away. Oh, he goes knight h5. And that's Arjun for you. He is taking the risk. Wesley has seen it, and even though it's a lost position, Arjun goes for it. Now f6 is a nice move, stopping all checks and creating your own play. आरव says कल बोर्ड्स का पेपर है फिर भी मैच देख रहा हूँ. All the best, आरव. Yes, there is chess event this Saturday. In fact, Amruta might come this Saturday along with her brother Prathamesh Mokal, who's going to be in town. So maybe you get to play against an IM and a very strong player. So that could be a possibility. Check. Queen h2, king f1. No, the chess club on Saturday in Phoenix Market City. We are closing in on 1 year there, guys. We launched it in March 19th, I think. So we finished close to 48 weeks or 47 weeks. Well, Arush Wesley will advance because he beat Arjun in game 1. Yes, we'll look at Humpy game. We'll also look at Prague game if we can. King e2. And now king d3 maybe. Arjun has taken a risk. That's nice to see. Yes, Asim, you're right. 10th March, Amruta gave us simul. And I think 19th March, we had the first club. So, yeah. And guys, most likely by this month end, we will be opening the second Chessbase India Chess Club. And the city which we are looking at is Indore in Madhya Pradesh. And Queen e2, I think that's over now. Moon's Earth says too much motivation is also harmful. I watch these top GMs play and get motivated, then rush to play some games and only get thrashed and return here. Well, it's good to get motivated, and then I remember once when I saw Rang De Vasanti movie, I got so motivated by it. Then I went to play cricket somewhere, and then I got bowled on the first ball. So I was like, oh, I'll make a difference and stuff. Okay, that's a draw, and which means Wesley So moves to the finals in the losers bracket. Yeah, by winning, and he will face Hikaru Nakamura today, and then the winner will face Magnus Carlsen. So this is how it was. Oh, and we have Praggnanandhaa joining us. Not joining us, he's playing somewhere. Let's just have a look at his game if we can. This is how it was. Okay. Let's quickly check the game of Prague if he's playing there. He is playing against Sam Sevian. And maybe they are already in the Armageddon, right? So it's a very important game. There we have Prague. Let's see if I can get Prague on the screen. Oh, there we have Praggnanandhaa on the screen here. Amazing, guys. As always, shaking his way to victory or not. So I think if he wins this, he's won the third division, I believe. Yes, this is an Armageddon. He won the first game, then he lost the second. G3, A5, bishop G2, G6, bishop E6, rook D1, queen B8, B3, rook A7, H4, H5. He's playing against Sam Sevian, just so that you know. This is Sam Sevian here. There you have Sam Sevian on your screen. Well, in the how does Praggnanandhaa have higher minutes? That's a good question. Actually, I think Prag must have bid something like 14 minutes or so, 13 minutes, and his opponent must have thought in the opening. It's not an Armageddon. The grand final in Div 3 is a 4-game match. Oh, this is game 3. Okay, got it. So it's a 4-game match. Uh-huh. So it's not a grand final. It's not the Armageddon yet. Okay, got it. So then we'll see this and whew, guys, I think this game of Prague go on for some time and then there is Nakamura versus Wesley So we'll follow that as well. Let's oh, what happened? Did he play? Board is frozen, huh? So h4, h5, queen e3, knight d4. He took, pawn takes, queen d3. He took here and played a4. Rook e1, rook e8, bishop f3, bishop f6. I think Prague will hold this, and then we'll have the white pieces to press in the fourth game. Sam Sevian is a very talented player from the US, and he is playing against Prague, and he's giving him a great fight. I mean, both of them matching blow for blow and doing pretty well. But by the way, Arjun played pretty well, right? I mean, he played a good tournament. He beat um firstly he this is how it was. He beat Firuza 3-0, which is a big thing. Then he drew with Carlsen, which is actually good 2-2, lost in the Armageddon. Then he beat Gukesh. And then today against Wesley. So yeah, Wesley proved to be a tough nut to crack for many. Moon says, भाई इंदौर आओगे तो मैं आऊंगा आ जाऊंगा याद रखोगे ना for sure please do come. I think towards the end of February we are going to have also a lot of activities going to happen in Bhopal because Niklesh lives there and he is planning to start a few things like regular monthly tournaments. So very soon we are going to try and do more activities, at least in Madhya Pradesh. There will be more than maybe in the other states soon, and hopefully we'll be able to do more work. Yes, a lot of people have been talking about Delhi, uh, and we are looking at it, and we hope to do it in different cities for sure. Rook d1, maybe rook e7. AB, and now maybe just go rook a3. Yeah, that's what he does. He attacks here. It's somehow easy to play as black. King f1, maybe queen e5. And by the way, guys, we have Nakamura and Wesley So who have arrived here. So that means that the game will start very soon, and we will wait for it to begin. There we have Hikaru Nakamura joining in. Yeah, Humpy's game exactly. Let's have a look at it. That was important. As you guys said, Humpy was winning, but how did she miss it? So let's go and check. This is Humpy versus Zhu Jinar. Knight f3, d5, bishop g5. Okay, they kind of transposed into that Ragozin line. And rook c2. Okay, bishop d7, rook e2. She went rook c8. The move Gukesh had played was bishop c6, then queen c2. But she went rook c8. Oops, sorry. Rook to c8 here, which is a blunder. Queen d3, good move. And now came b4, bishop back, rook e1, queen back, knight e g5. H takes, rook takes e6. She took on f3. Wow, what a finish here. Guys, can you find a finishing stroke here? White to play. Humpy missed it, huh? That's sad. She would have... Yeah, this is a brilliant move here, actually. In the game, she took queen takes, which is after queen f8, she wasn't able to win it because, yeah, she won back the piece, but black managed to hold it. And this is the live position right now. Humpy is still trying, but she couldn't. The winning move here was the very stunning rook h6. Kudos to who found it. Unbelievable move. And let me see how many of you found it. Amazing job, guys. Rook h6 found by Shanti, Sherlock, Abhinav, Rao Saib, Chess for Fun, Harshit, Vaibhav, Anuj, and Insara. And the point is, if I take here, then I go check. You can't go king f8, this hangs. You must go here, check, king here. And now a very important move. Bishop d3 with the idea of check checkmate, and there's no way to stop it. But actually it also turns out that rook e6 was not a great move. Actually knight e g5 was not great. Knight e5 was better, with a better, clearly better position for white. But the main thing is that here knight d7 seems to be okay for black. Why not rook e8? No, if you play rook e8, then take, then rook e8. That way, black is doing fine. Well, if you play knight e5, the d4 pawn is generally not hanging in these lines. Like if you play bishop d4, there is this strike with knight f7, which needs to be seen. And then these threats are very powerful. And if you play queen takes d4, then I will play queen g3, looking here with all sorts of threats, and somehow white is doing very well. No, of course, Humpy has seen Anish versus Gukesh for sure. But yeah, she must be upset because she missed a great chance to create a brilliancy. Meanwhile, Praggnanandhaa is just very solid. This is going to end in a draw. me just see if I can. When is Vidit playing next? I think Vidit will next play an online tournament, perhaps. But I don't think there's anything planned, and I believe this is the period where there are not many classical events happening. There's this Dusseldorf event, but apart from that, not much. Yeah, Hikaru versus Wesley is going to start very soon, and we are ready for it. I think they have already started, it seems. Let's have a look at it if they have started or not. Let me just see. Yeah, they have started. Okay, awesome. They're going to play only 2 games, so we'll be able to follow it. Um, Let me make sure that I have everything set up. Okay, there we go. I think we are all set. Just a second. Just pulling up the game. Nakamura Wesley So. Think. One second, guys. I'm getting in that. Okay, I'm not able to find there, but let's look at it here then for some time. Um, okay, there we have Hikaru versus Wesley So. E4, E5, knight f3, knight c6. They play the Italian, very solid. Rook e1, b4, knight g4, rook a2. Oh, very nice way to defend. I thought rook e2 is the normal way. h3, knight goes back. Knight here, h6, knight f1, knight e7, knight g3, knight g6, queen b3. This is looking pretty good for white, for Wesley So. Sevian just sacrificed the bishop. Oh, really? Oh, he sacked on h5. Wow. I think it's okay, right? Gh. Maybe goes queen f5. It's still not so simple. It looks complicated, this position. So very interesting sacrifice by Sevian. And let's look at what Praggnanandhaa is like. Prag is thinking. Prag is thinking for his move. I don't know if he's played it. He's not taken it. He takes it. He takes it. Now the only move is queen f5. I believe Sevian finds it. Yeah, he finds it. It's too much risk, right? He's taken or what? f6, queen takes h5, queen f7, queen g4. Well, if he played d3 here, by the way, instead of f6, then I believe after queen g5 it's a draw. King h7 I take. If you go king f8 here, then queen h6 followed by rook e8 mate. So you have to play king h7, check, 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 and it's a draw. Yeah, I believe it's going to end in a draw. Because you can't go queen g6, there is rook e7. And you can't, if you go king g7, I'll give you check back. Okay, let's go and check the game of Wesley So versus Hikaru Nakamura, because that is a very important encounter. Goes d4. Sorasis Ray, thank you so much. Sorasis Roy, thank you for becoming pillar of Indian chess. Thank you so much, Sorasis, for your support. Kishan Dave says, is there a possibility to get expedited delivery for ChessBase India t-shirts and hoodies? While you are placing an order, there's a comment section. If you can write there, we'll try our best to do it. And also we have a helpline number, and we also have an email. If you write there, we would be able to try our best to do it. I can't confirm, but I think it should be possible. Okay, by the way, Hikaru versus Wesley. So if you look at it, white has a very strong position, but black is also very solid, and it's a very typical uh, Italian position. You can see Hikaru looking very, very confident. So is Wesley. So these two are the two of the best speed chess players on the planet, and they are fighting against each other so that whoever wins gets a chance to face off against Magnus Carlsen in the grand finals. That will happen tomorrow. Goes bishop e3. Anurag Khare says, I've bought Chespa book for my son. Anurag, that's so cool. Please let us know if you like it or if you enjoyed it. Hikaru is taking his time and trying to figure out what to do. Guys, just a second, I'll be back. Plays his queen to e8. Is he trying to actually take on d4 and then take on e4? Is that his idea? Let's try to think. The four knights are, yeah, sitting like this. What should white do here? Because imagine if I take, I think you'll take back. Then you take here, I take back. And you have these doubled pawns, but I can't move in because you'll take my pawn here. So let's say I take the open file. Looks logical. You offer a queen trade. Queen b4, keeping the queens on the board. And then a move like queen c7, just improving the position of the queen. Knight f5. Looks interesting. Prague, by the way, drew, guys. Yeah, Abhishek says it's funny if Hikaru wins, we'll see Hikaru versus Magnus tomorrow again. Yeah. He played queen b4. Very interesting. Uh-huh. I have the game with me now. This should work. Pretty equalish game. Actually, I'll be very surprised if Hikaru manages to beat Wesley So in the normal time control. I think Wesley might take this knight d7. By the way, how much amount did Arjun win, guys? He goes knight to d2. His idea is knight c4. Will Arjun play the move? Will Hikaru play the move d5? Wow, that would be amazing. Because then, let's say if you take here, I can go something like f5 with the idea of f4. Could be very strong. And if you take de, then there is bishop e3, rook e3, queen e5. Kind of equalizing. But okay, he went knight h4. Prague, if he wins $5,000, otherwise 3,500. Not bad. $5,000 like 4 lakh rupees in 4 days. That's pretty good. Look at Wesley putting pressure on Hikaru. Amazing. If bishop a7, I think rook a1 is already very strong. Getting the rook in. And now Sherlock says, why not f4 here? I take, and now this is not defended. So maybe I hit with f5 with this knight. I think that was his idea. So that's why knight c4. Hikaru takes, take back, and plays f5. So he lashes out in the center with the move f5. And now you have to be careful. I think Wesley will take. Knight takes. Take. Maybe knight takes or knight d5 is also there. But knight f5. But now the rook is protected. So bishop h6 is possible. It's going to get very nasty now. f5. ef. Oh, queen f7. He took on f5. And he says, like, now if you are not careful, I'll move my bishop and hit your queen. So he goes queen f7. Hikaru is an amazing defender. take, take, and now what? It's not so simple to know what to do. But there's a very cool move here, guys. White to play. What do you play? Not so simple, but very nice one. Arjun will win $12,500. Dhairya, thank you so much. Nikhil Marothi, you are right. Desi Tech, you are right. Kirtika Chess, you are right. Beradia, Sherlock Ram, Shahzaib, you play d5 and you hit the knight here. Then the knight goes here, and then you chop this, and then he takes here, and then you take this, and maybe queen d4 with a advantage to white. Let's see if he finds take and d5. I think it's a fine. It's something that Wesley can find. Takes, and d5. He finds it. Wesley So is just too strong. Too good. Can we go knight g3? fg, cb, and then this is hanging. So there's no queen f2, king h2, takes, there is f8 hanging. Oh. So he played cb6. And now this is torture. I can even take here because take, and white is better. But I guess after take, he can move the rook away. So better is to keep it and just go take, and queen d4, defending this and preparing rook e6. Looks very good position for white. Again finds the best move. What a player. Amit Sinha, there is the biggest rating tournament of India that is going to happen in Delhi, the Delhi Open. I think it's towards the March end, 23rd to 30th March, if I'm not mistaken. You should play there. Yeah. The tournament is open, I think, for you to play. Also now, by the way, Wesley could play rook e6 and attack here. It's a very typical tactical theme. You can, I think, register on delhichess.com. No, if you lose all your games, Bhayu, then you won't get rating. You need to score at least half a point. Without a point, you don't get rating. King h7 by Hikaru. And now rook e6, I guess. If Hikaru manages to hold this, that would be something really good. Because he is in some serious trouble here. After rook e6, he has no play. He's taking this pawn. This pawn is weak. Rook e6 check. Rook e6. Oh, he goes rook e7. Threatening mate in 1. He will provoke rook f7. And then you don't want to take and go into a queen endgame. No, that's not what. I think he'll go rook e6 here. He took queen e4. Okay. What is his plan? Queen e6 or what? Queen e6, take. King here. f4. Oh, look at this. Take, king g8, f4. And then white wins. So you can't do that. King h8, g4. Wesley So just telling Hikaru that I'm going f4, f5, queen up. Janil Modi says, Sagar bhai, recently I got paired against Himal Gusen. Got a massive advantage of plus 12 on one move, but still lost the game. Did you play over the board? Janil, or where did you play? Himal Gusen is a very good player. I think this rook trade was not a good idea, and Hikaru should be able to hold this now. Hikaru is such a good defender. On chess.com. Okay, fantastic. Janil has a very good, interesting channel where he streams, where he used to stream chess, and today when I went there, he has now cricket on his channel. So Janil, I hope that chess also will continue on your channel. Queen f6. Yeah, this might end in a draw now because Hikaru will be able to hold this. Wesley is threatening this, but there is a check already if you go and win this pawn. So it's not easy. Janil says I still stream chess. Nice. Being brilliant at chess. Hello. Queen f7. Look at Hikaru actually holding an inferior position so easily. But I think he shouldn't go into the queen endgame because king and pawn endgame because these two pawns are useless. The extra pawn here, and white's extra pawn is useful. He's going to play f4, so you shouldn't be doing that. No queen trade for black. He has to keep the queens. Queen e8. Check. Did Hikaru blunder something? King f6. What about queen f5? King g7. Why could he not go king g7? If he went here, then there was queen c3 check followed by maybe check and then queen coming in from here. Oof, nice. Nice play by Wesley So. King f6, queen f3 he gave a check. Okay, interesting. Maybe queen f5 is what he could have done, but he goes queen f3, king g6. And now you have to find this idea with h4, and then you're threatening to take here. So let's say he takes, king takes. Oh, he went queen e6. But now you can take somehow. Take, king f6, f4, king e6. I'm not sure what is happening here. Maybe white wins, huh? After f5 or king f3. But he went queen f8, queen d7, king g6. Oh, look at Hikaru. He's so upset. He's so upset. What just happened there? Check. Maybe it was a draw, but he blundered, it seems. Well, we have the benefit of not having seen the game. Oh, he blundered. He went here. Queen f3 was possible. Oh, they drew. Oh, they drew. Oh, it was a draw. But actually, the last position was winning for Wesley because of queen f3. Unbelievable turn of events. Here, take, he would have won this endgame. But Wesley actually agreed to a draw by giving Perpetual. And that's why Hikaru just went there doing this, saying that, oh, I just blundered. Crazy. Look at Hikaru. I think he's just dodged a bullet there and now can actually press with the white pieces. Meanwhile, Praggnanandhaa playing against Sevian has an interesting position here. This is their fourth game, the final game. Well, the stakes for Praggnanandhaa, if he wins this, he gets $5,000. I don't know if he also qualifies to the next stages Division 1, but I think this is a big blunder by Sam Sevian. He should have played, say, something like g6 here, but he takes here, and now bishop h6 is just, yeah, he plays g6, but his idea is that if he takes here, he wants to take on b2. That's his plan. And then ba2 and the queen pawn is queening. But the move that he seems to have missed here, and guys, can you find it? White to play. Praggnanandhaa's move. Can you find this move? queen b3. Exactly. Just take this, and the point is, now if the rook is saved here, what's the problem? Guys, what's the problem here? Queen b3 by Aryan being brilliant, Ritik, Abhinash, Insara, Nikhil, Big Bounty, and Satyam. But now, what's the winning move? Rook g6, very good. Aryan being brilliant, Insara, J. Karthikeyan, Mehul, Rook takes g6, making use of the pin here. Well done. And Prag does find this. He's now winning. He might win the division 3. Let's have a look at his opponent's face and see if we can make out anything from him. Sam Sevian has just blundered big time. This is hanging. This is hanging. It's game over. He played h4. His idea is that if you take rook takes g6, he may want to go king h7, hitting here and here. But then there's still rook g5, and then you attack here. So this is winning actually. This is totally winning. Rook g6 also wins. But I think Prag can also go rook g4 and not take it. Or go rook f3. Kapil says a win here for Prag will lead to another 2-game match. Not end of division. Because Prag came from loser's bracket. Really? I'm not so sure. Takes. King h7. And now what did he do? He played bishop f8. King takes. Oh, Prag actually made a mistake, yeah? Oh, he missed this blow. He thought that after rook f8, he has queen a7 and he's better, but he missed this. And check. Wow. He was just better, but he missed this. He just took here, and then after that he missed that bishop f2 is possible perhaps. That's the move. But now Sam has to find this insane move rook a5 with the idea of rook f5. Oh, he finds it. What a move. Because if rook f8, queen takes c6, white is just winning. But as you can see, Prag had missed this. And now his idea is rook f5 check. So let's say if you try to save this, rook f5 is mate. King e2, rook f2, queen d2 mate. So actually Praggnanandhaa in big trouble. Has to find queen takes c6 only move. Finds it. f6 because it's a check. And now once again trouble here. Rook f5 coming up. Guys, Praggnanandhaa might not be able to win this. He plays after f6 maybe queen e8. But it's not so simple. King g5, and now he has to give up his bishop to clear the path for the queen. So either check here or put the bishop here, blocking the rook. Otherwise, rook f5 is just game over. Rook f5. Yeah, bishop c5, good move. Pragg finds it. Ooh, rook g5, and he's just lost. Queen e4, rook f5. Pragg has blundered. Maybe Pragg loses, yeah, this. Oh. From a completely winning position, Pragg just blundered. Look at him there. He can't believe what just happened. Maybe he just wanted to make a move. And he's, I think, talking to the arbiter. But I think the final position is lost because if he goes queen d1 to defend his rook, g2 is hanging. And if he gives the check, I think what he missed was that there's a counter check and then a1 is hanging. Oh, Hikaru and Wesley did a Berlin draw. So they are now going into they did this draw. So they are going into the Armageddon now, and that will determine who plays Magnus tomorrow. Nice. And you know what Pragg is actually speaking. Perhaps there's something happening here. Saurabh Kumar, you cannot play g4 here because it's a check to you. So how can you play g4? And which means, does this mean that Sam Sevian has won the third division? I think Pragg is just speaking with the arbiters. Okay, we'll see if there are some change in result or something, but for now, it seems like Sam Savian has won. Wesley So versus Hikaru. And joining me all the way from the bedroom, the one and only Amruta Mokal. Hello, Amruta. You have come at the right time. We have an Armageddon today.
Oh,
You look
really?
very tired.
Uh, yeah.
Well, it's last 15-20 minutes. Let's have a good time,
Okay.
shall
Does
we?
it depend on me or does it depend on the game?
It depends on us because this is the one who wins here will play against Magnus
Uh-huh.
tomorrow.
But you look fresh today?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And what's the summary?
Sorry.
What's the summary?
Summary is that Arjun Erigaisi lost to Wesley So,
Hmm.
and then Wesley So is now facing Hikaru,
Hmm.
and they drew both the games.
Hmm.
And Wesley was winning in game number 1,
Hmm.
but they agreed to a draw when Wesley had a winning position.
Ah, but when the game ended, was he like, did he realize he had missed it or
I
no?
think Hikaru realized, and Hikaru made an expression like, "Oh my god," something like that.
Ah, okay. Got it.
So, how this bidding works is that both the players bid for a time. By the way, this is Wesley's famous tablet. He always has it with him. So, both the
Yeah, he
players,
was seeing the games in Kolkata also with it. But and it was a pretty what to say
old tablet.
old tablet. It was very interesting to see like whatever features you need, it's working, and you're very happy with it. Hmm.
So, Amruta, the thing is now both the players will put up a time. Let's say Hikaru puts up
Yeah, lowest time.
from 15, you have to start. So, let's say he starts with 10,
Do you know how much he had yesterday with Magnus?
859.
Yeah, and Magnus at 858. So today I think it is going to be interesting. How much do you think he will bid?
I think Hikaru will go
And
as low as 8.5 minutes because to beat Wesley is so tough
that
that
you
you
need
really need
black.
black
Yeah,
pieces.
yeah, yeah.
He may even bid for seven
Is there any
minutes.
rule that minimum you can bid
You can
this?
even go 1 minute.
Oh, then maybe he will bid 6 minutes. Six. What is the chat saying?
I
What do
think I
they think?
think I think 7 looks like a good one because 7 or 8 because Wesley will not go so down on time.
Hmm. Being brilliant says 6. Develop says 855.
Because there's no increment, guys. Remember, once you'll bid something low
10.
and then at the end, if your opponent
Or
play,
you bid very high, like you bid 15 because your opponent is going to bid very low, and then you find some very unusual opening to play and go into a complex thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but Armageddon, so you're pumped up?
Hmm. But Amruta,
Amazing.
this Wesley is such an amazing player
Yeah, why do you say so?
because it's so difficult to beat him.
Why do you say so? Basically.
Why do you say Shah?
14.59 says Soumya Agarwal.
Yeah, White always gets 15 minutes.
By the way, guys, do you know anything about barometer headache?
Barometer headache.
You only found that term, no?
Uh,
Until now, I used to feel नहीं यार कुछ तो सागर कुछ तो रहेगा, but
Hikaru 829. Ooh.
Sagar, you really faced it for such a
No,
long
no.
time. Great, proud of you.
You read it? You read about it?
A bit, yeah.
A bit, yeah.
That faltu joke is back.
भाई ये हिकारू
What are they saying?
कहाँ
I
बैठ
want
के
to
खेला?
focus.
Oh, what happened? Wesley So is laughing.
Maybe laughing matlab he lost, I think. He would have got white because yesterday Hikaru was laughing. first when he lost the bid, I mean.
No, but Wesley made 11-minute bid, it seems.
Acha, that's huge, yeah? I mean, 11 is not going to lead you anywhere, right? Then you bid 15. मूनर सेज भाई ये हिकारू स्टोर रूम में बैठ के क्यों खेल रहा है स्टोर रूम में बैठ के कौन हिकारू
Something has happened which I don't know what has made Wesley feel so amused.
Yeah, that's a good. No, Hikaru is happy with the. I'm trying to get out of the camera. Shashank says, agree with Amrita. When Hikaru bids 8.59 versus Magnus, no way he is bidding less than that against Wesley. Bidding 11 minutes is the same as bidding 15 minutes. Yeah. Manish Parashar says, headache due to change in pressure. Symptoms are almost as same as migraine. Aha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we go to the terrace, it feels like we get that.
Okay, the game must have started, right? Because they both are staring at the screen. Or not yet. About to begin, maybe.
Yeah.
Hikaru is like, what's happened? He doesn't seem very happy. Oh, it started.
Scotch.
And it's Scotch. Oh my god.
Scotch, Amrita, your favorite opening on the board.
95. Oh, 95. He didn't go Queen E7, the
He
main
didn't
line.
play. He
So
didn't play.
C4. No, he goes Bishop D3. Interesting.
Do you know this line, Amrita?
I played C4, I guess.
Yeah.
They don't play knight d5 much. I mean, it was a very sideline.
But D6 is a nice
D6.
move.
Exactly. I mean, black should get equality without worry.
But look at the time. Hikaru actually started with what? 8
Oh,
minutes?
look, Wesley is 15 minutes almost. So he had, which means 11 minutes was not true.
No, he will anyway get 15, right? Even if he bids 11.
Acha, that way. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost 50% less. It's like 50% discount minute. Hikaru. Look, Hikaru bid 8.05, says Velop, and Wesley bid 8.24. Yeah, Manas.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, that was like a 20 seconds difference. Okay, D6 has happened. We're looking here.
Yeah.
One. Okay. You'll castle.
Castle
D5,
giving up the
rook
pawn?
E1.
Oh.
No, but I'm not sure. I mean, if you castle rook E1, bishop D6.
Yeah.
Queen H looks like some compensation, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Can we also take on D6? And then you can't take with the... Or should you take with the bishop or the pawn?
Bishop, because you want to develop. You want peace activity.
And let's say I castle.
Queen H4.
No, first castle.
First castle. Yeah. Oh, there's too many today. Wait, I will wait.
He took with the E pawn. He took with the C pawn, which is not the best actually. Because now you can castle. Ansh Sharma, Magnus is already in the finals, and if whoever wins this today will move into the finals to face him.
Okay, CD6, CD6 अगर अभी castle तो obvious है, right? Or you don't want to castle? नहीं, castle तो obvious है. Oh, he goes bishop e4. Okay, this is surely preparation. Super preparation. Knight you cannot move. C6 is hanging. So natural would be to
Queen e7.
I thought bishop e6 you are defending.
Oh, but then
Okay,
I can
but this
castle because you can't take
Oh,
rook e1.
nice. King in the center and a pin. It's a little bit of
Bishop e4 is such a cool move.
right. What about bishop? If bishop e6, then c4. Yeah. What do you do? c6 under worry.
Yeah, trouble.
Oh, bishop e4. So Wesley has this preparation. Look, he exactly now has 15 minutes and he has some unusual line.
Not 15, he has 12 minutes 47.
No, he started with 15. But he has this unusual line and Hikaru has less time. Weren't we discussing the same thing, Sagar? That's happening. I think this game is going to be in Wesley's bag.
By the way, bishop a6, Amrita. Played
C-
by Hikaru to
Okay,
block,
H6.
to stop castling and also to stop c4. But can we take
And if queen d5,
and take this
what
pawn?
about queen e7?
Bishop e3.
Oh, nothing more, yeah? You have after bishop e3, the king on e1 looks fine. Safe.
Yeah.
So you mean Wesley can actually pick up that pawn?
Maybe he can. I think it looks like a good idea. Because also, even if you play such a move, then there is queen c6 check and you will lose the bishop. So you can't even do that. Let's say you play
So
rook
what's a good
c8.
idea for black? Yeah, rook c8 stopping queen c6, also threatening rook c2. But knight c3, if I just try to develop because
Bishop
if you
e7.
go main problem is it's not about I cannot castle now. It seems like I cannot castle ever.
No, but you can castle long.
Yeah, I mean I'm talking about short castle.
Yeah, but
then if long castle, then that pawn sacrifice becomes like a good sacrifice for black with
Yeah.
2 files open.
That's what is happening, Amrita. Knight c3 on the board.
That's a huge risk Wesley is taking, but he is prepared. His understanding is good.
He has to win.
Yeah.
And if you want to win, you have to take risk.
Risk है तो
Risk है तो इश्क है. Yes, this is the Armageddon. Oh, he goes. Now, Amrita, maybe bishop to c4 is the idea. To hit the queen. Let's say I bring the queen back, then the other bishop. I think
it's a pretty decent composition for Hikaru, without any doubt.
Hikaru
But time
always-
is going to play a factor, Sagar, without any doubt.
Yeah.
Again.
he's also using quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
But what I like about Hikaru is that no matter how bad his position is, he's always able to fight back.
Yeah, recently he's doing that amazingly.
And that he does against the best in the world, like even Magnus. And I think that is his constant habit of playing online. You know, that
Yeah, to defend.
streaming and all. C4.
Bishop c4. Queen d4 looks good, but bishop f6, right? As you mentioned, is a problem.
Yeah.
And you cannot pick the pawn on a7. I mean, it's a pawn. It's not a very juicy pawn.
It does look very scary, na, to take here. Like maybe short castle. Then rook b8. The bishop is putting pressure here.
Yes, but you remember that dialogue.
Queen D2, Amruta, which dialogue? Queen A5.
थप्पड़ से डर नहीं लगता.
Hmm.
वही डायलॉग.
And then, किससे डर लगता?
प्यार से डर लगता है.
But Amruta, tell me something. If I can't long castle now because there are all threats like bishop a2 and these two files are open against your king, and I can't short castle because the bishop controls this, do you think I should go f3 with the idea of king f2?
Oh, great. That is a good idea. Or how about h4, h5, h6 you start, and with the rook from h3. Let's say you don't care about a king on e1. Can you do that?
You know who can play
Be
a move like
careless.
h4 here? Gukesh.
Uh-huh.
He plays it h4 in any
Hey,
position.
but look, h4 is really good.
It's playable.
Awesome. Queen d4, guys. Bishop f6 is what we have already seen.
Yeah.
Do they have increment? Asks Kavya.
No increment here, guys. No increment.
No.
Queen to a5 has been played, and now Wesley So is thinking about whether he should be playing pawn to f3. Should he be long castling? I think long castling doesn't make sense, Amruta, because bishop a2 already loses this pawn.
right
You can't
now.
play this way.
And
And
by the way, they're all saying Vaibhav, Chess for Fun, Ronak, they all remember. And they're mentioning Divya Deshmukh also would have gone h4. How could you forget?
yes, Divya Deshmukh, of course, was h4, h5, h6, but now.
Just today I got a video recommendation. You know which was it? When Divya told her opponent to play h4 and they actually did.
Anup Deshmukh.
Yeah, that was cool. Bolo?
Yeah, so now I think Wesley is taking a lot of time, Amruta. Look at his time. It's come all the way down to 8 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's bad for him.
Yeah, it's quite
Very
bad.
bad.
In fact, I think he might even keep thinking, and it's going to put him under a lot of stress.
Chess for Fun says, that was Nationals, right? Yes, that was National Rapid and Blitz. Great memory. Chess for Fun. Oh, amazing. Sir, one day we should have a stream which is a quiz. Which videos people will remember,
nice.
you know, something like that. And not on the chat, like some hampers and prizes.
Yeah.
Great idea, no? Maybe in person also. Maybe in the club also we can do it.
Okay, so Queen a5. Hikaru is not looking too happy with this position, but I think he has enough things going his way. And by the way, Amruta, a very powerful move here could be a3 with the idea of b4. But it's such a tough move to play.
But if you play b4, it means you are not really planning to long castle,
or
right?
maybe a3 with the idea of long castle.
That I like. Only worry is later. Oh, he plays
played
a3.
it.
How much time did he take for this move, Sagar?
I think he took like
We can't see.
close to
4 minutes maybe. Maybe 4 minutes.
yeah, maybe more than 4 actually.
Oh, by the way, Vanson had asked about a move which was knight e4 instead of e3. Can you tell how the move was? Queen.
I think he won't trade queens.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will still be under that same problem because d6 is defended. You can't castle short. Castling long is impossible. a2 is hanging.
So you have to, after knight e4, go with the similar plan of f3 or something. Only problem is d5 will come at as a threat at some point. So
Right. So a3 is played d5. And Hikaru
So look-
is like telling Wesley, do you want to castle?
you mean long?
Yeah. Because look at this, Amruta.
Wait, let's ask the chat. Isn't the move obvious?
This is a very...
Or is the obvious move not best?
This is amazing because let's imagine that if you play bishop a3, okay?
Yeah, that is the move. No,
That's
why
a
the
very
bar?
powerful move.
Bar wouldn't understand.
No, look
Bar
at this.
cannot look at the
Look at this. Queen
tension.
d4. Queen d4. And the point is I want to take your bishop and I want to take on g7. Because after I take your bishop, queen a3, I have king d2 safeguarding my king.
Oh.
But The amazing move here, Amrita, is Queen A3.
What?
Takes,
Why don't you ask us to
check,
find such amazing moves then?
check.
King A1, Bishop B2. Is it a mate?
No, take this. And black is the
So
one.
are you planning to win the? You don't have a checkmate, right? After King C1.
No, but still it's
Which is
amazing,
good, I
right?
mean. Yes.
But he
Very
went
amazing.
knight D1.
But what was not amazing is you did not give us an opportunity
Well,
to grow
Amrita,
in our understanding of patterns.
we will grow, we will grow. Don't worry. Knight E3 played.
कहाँ वैसे भी GM बनना है.
Oh, and now long castle.
Finally, long castle, but now the king on c1 feels pretty safe. It definitely feels like a Sicilian which has been converted.
Yeah.
Huh?
And also, Amrita, do you see how amazingly well this match is poised? Because Wesley is in a must win. He has an advantage. Hikaru, for him, draw is okay. And whoever wins plays Magnus tomorrow. So it's going to be very exciting. This last
Yeah.
few minutes, king goes to b1. He's shifted his king here. Wesley so playing calmly. He's a pawn up.
Exactly. With 1 more minute, with one pawn and 1 minute, with clearly better position, we can actually say he has been very successful in his opening. And in fact, he's winning. But it's now converting into an opposite colored bishop. What do you think about this opposite colored
Yeah,
bishop?
I think till the queens are on the board and the rooks, it's going to be good chances for white. But the moment the queens are traded or even rooks, then suddenly it becomes drawish with just the bishops. So you have to be careful and always remember, if you have an opposite colored bishop scenario, you should be able to attack. That's what this bishop is doing. Now the queen can enter in here to launch an attack.
But white can never create a passer there because the pawn on a4, that bishop on c4, you can't dream of b3 with the king on the board. So I don't think Naka is gonna try and exchange the queens at all. It's
Yeah.
important for him to have the queens.
By the way, here Amrita,
Exchanging rooks is good. That's
you are
a
now
good thing.
we are actually closing in on this position where only bishops are left.
Okay, tell me, without the major pieces on the board, do you think the bishop and the endgame is winning for white?
No, I think it's a draw.
But that king on b1, it's closer.
Like
know?
you
King
are
D to
saying,
king
like
C.
I should go
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and then b3.
Wow, that could be possible. He takes here, and I think now
Queen e3, of course.
bishop takes is important. If you take with the
Why?
queen, Amrita, then queen g4 is very powerful.
But bishop e3 mein to it's happening anyway, right?
Yeah, but
Oh, do you
bishop
have b3 by any chance for queen g4? No, b3 looks ugly.
g3 maybe. And it's quite good for white.
Why is it good? I don't yet believe it.
This has happened. This is on the board. g3.
If Wesley converts this endgame, no,
Yeah.
it would be like terrific.
It's
one
not going to be easy, but I think he's got the best position in a must-win game.
This one now.
I mean,
Oh. But Nakamura has defended still pretty well, right?
yeah, he always defends amazingly well. He's able to know the practical difficulties in chess because he's played so many games.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, now the queen on e5. And the white queen itself looks a little passive.
Yeah,
Bishop d4. Yeah, you have to take care where you move the queen. h5 cannot be taken because d4 is hanging. So he goes back. Oh, are they going to repeat?
no, Wesley can't repeat. If he repeats, he's out of the tournament.
Queen d4. He is trying to go in king pawn endgame.
How?
No, I mean by offering the queen exchange. Oh, don't tell me that he's going to bring his king here with the queens on the board.
Well,
Would
why
be
not?
crazy.
Why not?
Would be crazy. Oh my god.
No, he's bringing in.
Does it remind you of Abish Matthew?
Yeah, or Nigel Short, who is known for his famous king walk. King at 7.
Oh, do you want to go?
How about b3?
Yeah, looks tempting.
Did he play it? Oh,
Yes,
he played
yes.
it.
Now, do you want to go b4? No. Better to cover these squares, no? for the light square bishop. Queen b4.
Yeah.
Now this queen is tied down because it has to defend this. It has to also defend this. So not much with Nakamura here actually.
That's why he's moving the king.
Oh my god, the king is actually on b4. The threat is ba4, winning the second pawn.
Yeah, which he should
really,
take, right?
Not winning. Now he is winning that pawn. Should he take?
Yeah, why not?
No, he goes king c3. Oh, why did he go king b2 again? How is he going to improve? What else do you see as a plan to improve the position? Is he going to play queen f8? But after king h8,
No,
you
I think
don't
just
have anything
get a
else.
passer on the queen side. That's the easiest way to make progress.
Hey, what if he tries to get f3 and g4? That would be a powerful plan, right, Sagar?
Yeah, true.
g4, g5.
True. I think he'll soon do it.
He has 3 minutes, Naka has 2 minutes. So Wesley is going to kind of little bit go round and round.
But you know how fast Nakamura is, Amrita, on this. Like, he's super quick when playing online. So I think in a minute or so he can make like hundreds of moves. So Wesley has to be careful here, because these are the positions where Hikaru's superior knowledge comes into the fore.
Yeah, queen e7, he has offered a queen exchange. Oh, white's pieces look so active, but
He goes f3 and Amrita. Now it's a big mistake. He's blundered it, because after cb3 comes in queen e2 check.
Oh,
And earlier when the pawn
pawn
was behind, it was perhaps okay. But now,
no, queen f3 check, no, you lose the pawn. Hey, Sagar. Why
yeah,
not
but
queen
then the king will start running.
Acha.
So here this check is better. But anyway, he goes AB, king b3. And now check, king here, queen e2, queen c7, queen b5, and Amrita. We are moving towards a draw here, which is amazing. Once again, Hikaru Nakamura wriggles out of the mess. But now, maybe he doesn't want to easily go into an opposite colored bishop position, Amrita, because then the a pawn would be very strong. So now keeping the queen becomes better for black. Earlier it was better for white.
So are you saying that this is going towards again at the end of it, Magnus versus
Hikaru, yeah.
Hikaru?
If Wesley isn't able to find something in these last 2 minutes, this is Hikaru going into the finals.
I really thought Wesley almost outplayed Hikaru in the opening and he got a great position.
Yeah, he chose a very good opening as well. Everything was going well as per plan, but now all of a sudden it feels like,
yeah, very difficult now.
oh, and all of a sudden, Amrita, it's Hikaru who's starting to press.
Why? Oh, why?
Yeah, because he's now winning. He's won the G pawn. He's going to win the H pawn as well.
And he's laughing. Look, Hikaru was almost.
Yeah, it seems like Hikaru Nakamura is on course to victory, Amrita.
Man.
When his
camera is gone.
Yeah, because I think he's already won it or what? Oh, queen b5 offering a trade of queens. You can't take it anymore because it's going to be a draw. Yeah, Wesley So actually has fought really well today, and in this tournament he's actually been unbeaten, Amrita.
Oh, that's amazing. No, he's a very, very solid player, as we know.
Yeah.
But he definitely is not happy with his result because it was like almost having a great position with Hikaru is never easy, first of all. Having great time. Everything was so perfect until a point, and then it all got.
And then Hikaru is just such a beast.
Yeah, Zion says, damn, feels bad for Wesley.
Oh, in fact, Hikaru won even the game.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
H pawn just goes, I mean, doesn't.
Just resigned maybe. Wesley
Hmm.
just resigned, and Hikaru Nakamura is now the finalist and will face Magnus Carlsen tomorrow. What a match!
So tomorrow it's only Magnus versus Hikaru?
Yeah,
Only there are no other match. In no losers match or any other match.
no.
And what time do they start? Do they start at 9:30 or
Yeah, I think so because they have to play 4 games. But
okay.
we'll
No,
check.
11 also it's a possibility.
Yeah, we'll check later. But Amruta,
Okay, guys.
it was fantastic having you in the final game. Hikaru Nakamura once again showing that he's such a strong player because I think Amruta to beat Wesley so is never easy and he managed to do that.
Yeah.
And from here we see that now uh, it is Wesley So versus Arjun Erigaisi was won by Wesley So.
Hmm.
Then Nakamura beat Wesley and now Carlsen versus Nakamura is in the finals.
Interesting. Hikaru will look for revenge. Bidding, if it goes in Armageddon, then bidding would be the most interesting.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in and see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.